Ever tried? Ever failed? No matter. Try again. Fail again. Fail better.
What's motivating you is the stories I'm telling you about what I did in my life. Once I stop living that, I'm no more.
Yes.
What if we have that kind of attitude? The car's repossessed. Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day and say to yourself, it's not over until I win.
When you had that third failure in a row, did you think, I need to pack this in?
Never.
Why not?
I don't ever give up.
That you can be this fucked up dude, like really fucked up dude, and with the right mindset, and it sounds so easy with the right mindset. You can, but you have to go into those dark chambers that we often shut off, and you gotta open them up. You gotta open up and fight that fucking demon, get in there, talk to that motherfucker, say, what's up? It's all bullshit. Just do. You're living. How do you wanna live? How do you wanna die? How do you want to fucking be remembered? That's it. That's it. Period. As a man looking at another man, you know when a man's done. In that 3 months, I started realizing if I can flip these insecurities upside down, if I can flip this fear, if I can flip all this shit that made me this depressed, insecure guy, if I can flip it and make it work for me versus against me, I started seeing the power in failure, the power in insecurity, the power in self-doubt. Because I looked at everybody, it may not be true, but that's how I looked at everybody as being way above me. I thought to myself, if I can be at the lowest part in the world, in the sewer, and be able to overcome all this shit, I started using that as power. I didn't want to win. I still don't want to win for some reason. I don't care about winning. For some, I just want to go the distance. There's no fucking passion. There's no fucking motivation. There's no, oh my God, man, no. It's every day of your life just doing. No passion, no discipline, no motivation. All these words, I hate that so many people fucking use these words now because it's watered. It's someone sitting in the room by themselves and they figure themselves out and say, God, this is gonna fucking suck. Where's passion when you're 300 pounds? Where's the motivation when you can't read and write? Where is it? So how did this happen? I just fucking did. I just did. I said, maybe at the end of this journey, there'll be something there for me. If not, I can read. The sword back in the daggone fire, and I just beat it harder. And I beat it harder. Before I knew it, I started realizing, all right, man. The brain is starting to get hard. The brain is starting to get hard. I'm no longer a theorist. I'm now a practitioner. I put it in hell. I dissected it while it's in hell because you can't dissect anything in a normal environment. You can't dissect anything in 72-degree weather. You must put it in the fucking freezer and freeze the fuck out of it. And then you dissect it. Dissect it when it's miserable. Dissect the brain when all it's thinking about is, I need to get out of here, man. I want to get out of the fucking freezer. Open the door. And you said, nah, 5 more seconds, man. 5 more seconds in the freezer. And that's when you start to pick that brain apart. And that's what all this stuff did to me. I kept on putting myself back into the freezer or the fire and beating the shit out of myself, mentally and physically. Before I knew it, this is what happened. But the main purpose in life is you. So if you wake up in the morning and you don't want to do something, you don't care enough about yourself. And that's what you need to really research is stress fracture. So I would put a sock on and then duct tape my foot all the way up to the top of my, or to the mid of my ankle or to the end of my calf. And because my stress fracture was so bad, so like the pivot point between my ankle and my shin, I just cast that all the way up. And so I went through for a few months with stress fractures. What's crazy about that is they healed. By the time I got to third phase, my stress fractures were healed.
Wow.
And I don't even know how, rhyme or reason behind it. I ran on them. A few months later, they were healed.
Wow.
So I don't know what that
so you
means.
just pushed through the agony And eventually your body just said, this crazy fuck is not gonna stop.
It's a true statement. Yeah, it's weird. A lot of my injuries I've just pushed. I was 6'1" and 300 pounds. He laughed at me. 7 other recruiters laughed at me. One recruiter finally said, come on in, I'm too busy to talk to you on the phone. He didn't know how much I weighed. I walked in the recruiter's office and he looked at me and he said, you're fat and you're black. I said, I want to be a Navy SEAL. I didn't know there had only been 35 African-American Navy SEALs at that time in over 70 years. He said, I basically had to lose 106 pounds in less than 3 months because of my age. I was getting too old. I came back 3 months later, 106 pounds lighter. Dark matter like a motherfucker. The further you fucking drive out of your house and start going up in that fucking mountain, man, you start to, that fucking mind starts to click over, man. You get a full camp up in some fucking dark matter place.
Yep.
It's fucking over, bro.
There's a reason why so many guys would go up to Big Bear.
Yeah.
Like that's where Gennady Golovkin used to go up there.
Can't breathe in that motherfucker.
Muhammad Ali used to go to the Poconos.
Yep.
Ali, Tyson rather, would go to the Catskills. A lot of guys would do that.
A lot of evil up in them fucking mountains, boy, in Catskills.
It's also this nature.
Oh, yeah.
It's like nature doesn't give a fuck about you. And there's something
At
you
all.
realize when you're running a mountain and, you see eagles flying. Nobody gives a fuck about you up there.
No one.
There's no press. No one's watching.
And that's a beautiful thing, man. That's when you really know who you are.
Yeah.
When you get up there, there's no, like the coach is probably back a little bit. You got your little run by yourself and shit. You figure out a lot. You figure out a lot, man. You start to figure out a lot of fucking problems up there by yourself.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I've been thinking about is the danger of success making you soft. And this must be something that you've battled with over the last few years.
Right.
More money, more attention, more fame, more free things if you wanted, more opportunities to go places and do stuff with people.
Right.
How have you dealt with this battle of success not making you soft?
You have to cap it. You have to learn to cap success. So what I do is, like right now, I don't like doing podcasts. There's a lot of things I don't do that I have to do now to get the message out there to help people out. And what I mean by capping success, I believe everybody should live their life. So everything that someone says in life, take it with a grain of salt. Take what they give and don't be like, oh, David Goggins said this or whoever said this. No, do not take what I say and do exactly what I say. So for me, what makes me who I am, because my mission is very different than yours or anybody else's. I have to go into a situation knowing, okay, I'm a guy who wants to make people better. For people to get better, I have to continuously get better myself. For me to do that, I can't just say, oh, I have this resume. The resume is there forever. I'm good. I have to cap my success because for me to help people out, I can't just say I did it once and I'm good. I have to continue to reinvent the wheel of the mind and figure out more and more ways for you to pull. Because if I have a cookie cutter message, it may hit 5 people out of 25. You just failed. My message needs to be in a way where I can hit all 25 people